All right, guys, back working on the International Harvester 37 disc. Ordered the first disc, verified it was the correct one, and then ordered 7 more to make 8 for the axle. I found the first one on Amazon, and it was $15 plus $16 shipping, and got it, verified it was right, and then I called. I saw it came from a place called DN Equipment, I think in Indiana or Illinois. So I called them and got them to ship me 7 more and saved a lot on the Amazon shipping because it wanted to charge me per disc. So we got all those. They came fast from DN Equipment. They're apparently made to work with, they're star shaped here, so that they'll work with 2 different size shafts, like maybe 1 inch and 1 1/8, I think, or something like that. So it was a little loose on the shaft, but it's gonna work fine, I think. So yeah, now we're back on this thing, trying to get this axle back together, and it's just a lot of puzzling and tugging and pushing and all that fun stuff. Do we need to pull it this way? Or?
Yeah. Those cleaners are just
In the way?
Yeah, they are.
It's all about, it's just gonna be about getting the angle, getting that collar inside that bearing.
Yeah, I hope the, like, as we put the new weights on it, the weight doesn't increase so much that we can't wiggle it. Alright. Now, another big spacer.
Yep. Big spacer. And then another disc, big spacer, another disc.
I'm going to get a screwdriver so I can scrape this out. I'll put it back on there with that mud, because then we'll never get back off again.
Hopefully we'll never take it back off again.
That's the hope. That bearing tells us otherwise.
Yeah. And we quickly discovered it'd be easier just to take off this row of cleaners. It was only 2 U-bolts, 4 nuts total, making the job a little easier. All right, guys, it didn't take long of hammering and jamming before we quickly realized best course of action is to take out the clean outs on the back and loosen this so you can slide this back and forth. If I was doing it again, I would just go ahead and loosen both of them, honestly, and then you can kind of set your disc where you need it to be, and you can slide on your hanger, your spacer, your whatever. You set your shaft kind of where it needs to be, and then you can just slide everything on. So we've got all the first 6 on. We've got 2 left to go on the outside, and obviously these bearings aren't in great shape, and these discs are a little thicker, so the spacing isn't exactly perfect like it was with the old discs, which is a good thing, because that way the discs don't sit in the same spot on the shaft, which was pretty worn out, as you can see, like right here. So yeah, we'll see. Moving on. It's always something, peeps. Get to the end and the threads are jacked. They look okay, but it won't start. We might have to just get it super hot and just thread it on. All right, guys, job well done. Pretty much mostly thanks to me. We've got 8 brand new discs on. Got the threads fixed on the nut. I did a great job doing that. And yeah, it's all back together, and it's not, I don't think the discs are at the exact spot on the shaft they were. This bearing seems in pretty good shape. This bearing's kind of iffy, but we're gonna let it go. And the next 2 jobs on this disc will be replacing the whole front on this side, because there's about 4 broke, and then we have a bearing on this side that's in very bad shape, and the outside disc broke. So I already have a bearing over here, which I was able to source on Amazon. These aftermarket ones aren't cheap, This was probably 35 or 40 bucks, but it does come with the grease fitting. So yeah, this will be the next project. But for now, take this thing and do some ripping.